Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned Albino plays Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony episode 7. We're gonna get into the first part of the class trial. First we gotta go to the courtyard. The class, I don't know how long the trial, if they're probably as long as before. Which means each trial is probably gonna be about 3 episodes long if I had to guess. And, yeah, they have to be split up into their own separate videos because, I can't upload 3 a day. I mean, I could, but I also just don't have the time in my current recording session to do 3 hours of stuff. So yeah, 1 video a day, and especially because I'm moving still. Like we're in the throngs of that. I move in like 4 days. So I don't have a lot of time. Plus, like, some stuff is gonna get packed away, and there might be a couple days where I'm not able to do anything. So keep that in mind. Is this the red door? Does this count? It's the red door, and oh, that's not red. Oh, okay. Oh wait, wasn't the cage the red door? Oh yeah. I didn't even recognize it as a red door when it was, even though it was red, because it looks so not like like a trial ground, It's this red door, right?
Hey!
Kaede, I have one more question. Do you really think it's one of us? Not just the culprit? But the mastermind as well?
Huh?
Huh? Isn't that what you told me, Shuichi?
Okay.
Yes, but it's just... that was only my deduction. I don't know if I should trust that. Well, I don't know if it's true either, but that's why we need to confirm it. If you just dismiss a possibility and look the other way without confirming anything, then you're just turning your back on the truth.
What's the matter?
What's the matter, Shuichi? You seemed so sure of yourself during the investigation.
Sorry.
Sorry. Let's go. I'm sure they're waiting for us inside.
What?
So, this is the Shrine of Judgment.
Everyone!
Careful, everyone! If bad things happen, get behind Gonta!
Yoo-hoo!
Then give me a piggyback ride!
Yoo-hoo!
Come on, carry me! Oh my god, you are so fucking annoying! So are we doing the class trial here or what? No, Monokuma made it sound like we'd be guided somewhere from here.
It's troubling.
But Monokuma is nowhere to be seen. What's going on? This Monokuma statue gives off such a weird vibe. Rum bum bum bum.
Huh?
What? That's cool. I like that a lot.
Huh?
Is this an elevator?
This is...
Does he want us to board
I
it?
don't wanna.
I don't wanna. I don't do scary rides. I don't want to get on it either. Stay behind then, though I'm sure that'll just be worse for you in the
I
end.
guess.
Yeah, that's true, I know.
If you desire.
However, if everyone wishes to run away, I will cooperate as well.
No.
That's probably not a good idea. There's nowhere to run. As long as that end wall exists, escape's not an option.
Hey,
It'll be fine. Let's all work together. Remember our promise? We're gonna escape this place and remain good friends afterward.
I'll get us out of here.
So let's do it. I'm sure we'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
Because we make such an incredible team. Huh. I wouldn't be able to call myself a man if I was still scared after hearing a girl say that. Bring it! I'll show them how I, Kaito Momoda, luminary of the stars, live! Don't you mean die? Don't say something all ominous like that!
I'm ready!
We've come so far already, we just gotta do it! So let's do it!
Okay.
We have no choice. We can't turn back now. Determined, we all stepped forward. Even as we walked toward the elevator, I was shaking with anxious dread. But I kept going, because I decided to fight. And then everyone had boarded the elevator.
That's super cool. It's actually an elevator.
Even so, this elevator is going pretty far down.
We're falling. I wonder how far we will plummet.
I suddenly have to go to the bathroom real bad.
By all means, go ahead.
Of course. A robot wouldn't understand how inappropriate that is.
As we waited to reach our destination, I whispered to Shuichi.
Shuichi? About that talk from before.
What?
I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So, fight for the truth. Even if it is frightening. I know you can do this. If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping, and let that be your strength. I used to be like you. Before a piano concert, I was always so nervous that I thought I would vomit. But then I would remember all the people I've made smile with my performances.
Kaede.
All right, let's go. It's better to end bad stuff like this as soon as possible.
Those words were mainly for me, to inspire me so I would not turn back. After some time, the elevator finally came to a halt. The doors slowly opened to reveal what awaited us on the other side.
Why, hello there!
Yay!
Oh boy, the class trial is finally starting! Finally, a game that actually feels like a game! Just as the prophecy foretold! Listen up, from here on, things are gonna get so violent you'll wish you could turn back.
No way!
That's not true. There won't be any gory or violent scenes. I'm positive. This is an authentic replica of a courtroom. What bad taste.
Ah, jeez.
Why are you making us do this? Is this fun for you?
Psycho!
Of course! Putting strangers in life or death scenarios is the best entertainment.
You're the worst of the
You are
worst!
seriously the worst. Boo! Worst or not, those who have fun are the real winners in this world. It doesn't matter what terrible things you do or are done to you, as long as you're having fun.
Oh, I see.
Wow, this is so sickening, it's almost refreshing. So how do we get this game going?
Will now.
There are podiums over there. Please stand behind the one with your name on it. Following Monokuma's instructions, we headed to our respective podiums. As I walked toward my podium, an image of his body flashed in my mind. Rantaro. He died without knowing his own ultimate talent. No, he was murdered by some horrible low-life scumbag. I'll never forgive his killer. That's why we're going to expose the mastermind and end this killing game. That's all I can do for Rantaro now. His killer is in this room with us. The mastermind who's controlling Monokuma and forcing us to play this killing game. I don't think I'll ever be fully prepared to find out who that person is. But we have to find out who it is, so we can lift our suspicions of each other. So we can end this killing game. That's why I'm here. I can't show any fear here. I must fight till the bitter end. I will face this life or death class trial. Hell yeah, I want to save. Alright, let's do that, and let's get this started. I've heard that the minigames are equally as just aggravating as they've always been, and that saddens me. But that's the way it is. Okay, so we have a few more skills, because we played the demo, so they give us extra skills, but also there's other skills that we just get in general, I guess. Increases influence, extraordinary focus, slightly increases the time limit in each phase. Costs 16 fragments to do that? Jesus. Okay, so we just have that one. Machine gun 8, slot 8 of 20, wow. These... I don't know what most of these do is the problem. Oh, I'm definitely gonna want this. I wish that they didn't have the sword thing back. Makes it easier to push the opponent back during blade lock. Good. Because I'm, like, terrified. I'm terrible at, like, mashing the button. And it's, yeah. Removes the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. Don't know what that is. Tension gauge will increase at a faster rate. I don't know what that's for. Okay, we can afford an 8. Makes the reticle shake less. I'm gonna assume that that's worthwhile. Let's take a wild guess. Alright. But before we start the trial, we of course have to view our handbook. Let's look at our bullets. So many of them. Alright, Monokuma file, so the victim is Rantaro. Body was discovered. The estimated time of death is 9:10 p.m. Blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, cranial fractures, immediate death. No other injuries were detected. The moving bookcase. One of the bookcases in the far left, after it's been moved, it automatically shuts itself when a certain amount of time passes. The bookcase moved back to its original place right before Kaede and Shuichi found the body. Card reader dust. There was still dust, which means nobody was in... I guess that does mean that, like, nobody could have entered the library from the hidden door either, unless there's another way to get in there. All that proves is that they didn't enter the hidden room from the library at that time. The promotional video and background music the Monokuma played to encourage everyone to start. It was on full volume. I didn't even know about this until they said something, so I didn't know that was going on, but I guess that's helpful. It was on full volume until the murder occurred. You got the bloody shot put ball. It's the same as the ones in the warehouse. It's the murder weapon. Rantaro's belongings. He had the key to his dorm and a monopad. He did not have anything that looked like a card key. Connected to the classroom vent on the first floor. The grate was still propped open exactly the way Kaede left it, which means nobody entered through the vent. We have the stacked books, which also means nobody entered through the vent. We have the security alarm's receiver. A sensor was placed... Oh! Only... The sensor is only on the moving bookcase. So in case someone moved the bookcase, it would notify Shuichi, right. And then they turned it off if the bookcase moved again. Which it did move again, and we saw that once we came in. But he did turn the sensor off after that. So it moved, and then it didn't censor. We just did the one. It could have been moved any other number of times in the interim. We have Maki's account, which means several people went to the game room. Gonta immediately locked himself in the AV room in the back. Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. After Kaido and Tenko went to get Rantaro, the only people left in the game room when the murder happened were Maki, Angie, and Himiko. Alright, the sliding door. The door was poorly made, only opens wide enough to slip an arm through. It would have been difficult for a person to enter an extra through it, but you could still throw something through it. That's probably important. Or hit something through it, like with a tennis racket. Of course, he didn't have a racket on him, but I mean, I guess you wouldn't really see that regardless. You have to have incredible strength to do that for sure. Yeah. The only other thing I could think of is that if Gonta... Okay, here's the thing. If the murder occurred from within this room, and it was like a distance thing, I don't even think that Gonta's got the aim to hit someone in the back of the head from all that way around, away. Himiko could have, like, levitated the shot put ball and, like, launched it at him if magic is indeed a thing that she can do. Okay, so lookout classroom. Kaede and Shuichi were on lookout. Shuichi left briefly to go check the basement. The two were together the entire time until the receiver went off. He left briefly to go check the basement. During that time, if that was when he was fiddling with the cameras... But what could he be accomplishing if he had set them up prior? So, I don't know. Classroom vent, both Kaede and Shuichi were on watch. No one snuck into the library by going through the vent. Korikiyo's account. Kiyo, Miyu, Kirumi, and Tsumugi were in the dining hall. Miyu was in the middle of building a remote control gadget. that could have possibly flung a shot put. I don't know. Tsumugi had briefly gone to the bathroom and returned to the dining hall shortly after. But she can't have disguised herself as anybody, but then again, like, why would that even come to play at all, in my opinion? During the body discovery announcement, Kibo and Ryoma were in their rooms. They don't have alibis, which makes me still point to Ryoma. And then the photos. Okay, let's look at these photos now. So first photo, these aren't necessarily in order. They don't necessarily have to be, like 4 of 4, like this doesn't have to be the last photo that was taken. This could have been taken earlier. But this is the order in which everybody came down. So the 1, 2, and 3 are at least in chronological order. And people are just here. But then you gotta, if people were alone. Okay, Kori, Kyu, Miyu, and Tsumugi were in the dining hall. All 3 of them entered at the same time. So I believe that none of them were out of place. Where's Kori Kyu's account? Kyo, Miyu, oh, and Kirumi. Where's Kirumi then? Oh, Kirumi is just like right directly in front of Tsumugi, so that could have been, yeah, that makes sense. She's a bit ahead of them, but I don't think that makes much of a difference. Okay, and then we have the rear entrance photos. We have Rantaro just entering by himself, and then the other one is just Shuichi. Moving the cameras again. The door is closed. I don't think that makes any difference, though. I feel like people close doors behind them when they enter and exit places. First is a shot of Rantaro coming in. The second is a shot of Shuichi removing the camera for the investigation. For investigation. Then we have the hidden door photos. These are the photos that I don't understand specifically. We've got 2 photos taken by the camera facing the hidden door. So the bookcase is obscuring the rear entrance. And then if we look at, if we look at this one, you can't see anything behind him. But you can... What is that in the very bottom right corner? Do you see it? It looks like blood already. Maybe it's just a book, but it looks... I don't know. Rantaro opening the moving bookcase. And then the bookcase is still open while he's doing that, because it's after a set time period that it closes. Okay, I couldn't put the investigation together for you at this time, like just by myself. I couldn't tell you what went down. But I at least have established a knowledgeable baseline that when information new is presented to me, I can hopefully assimilate it into my understanding. In a way that does not leave me breathtakingly confused. Okay, let's begin the class trial. Still, we got logic difficulty set to mean, because I like feeling like I'm smart. And we have action difficulty set to gentle, because I don't want the minigames convoluting this shit.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death. So you better vote for someone. Now let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
So, it's starting, huh?
Oh man, I haven't been in a trial in like forever.
Okay, so, excuse me. When the trial is happening, I'm gonna go into the options menu and turn the voice up. Because that's what you'll be listening to. Because all the trials are all fully voiced, so I'm just gonna be sitting here musing about things.
Oh, so you have experience with trials?
Yeah, since I'm a leader of evil and stuff, I've done a lot of bad things.
So, what are we supposed to do? Where do we even start?
Gonta never done trial before.
not sure where to begin.
First, let's breathe in. And breathe out. We need to remember our no-no-nos. No pushing, no running, no talking.
But communication is the foundation of any discussion.
We should not worry about our procedure, especially since this is not a normal trial. Each of us will be serving as a potential culprit, lawyer, prosecutor, and jury member. Let us proceed with that in mind, shall we?
Then might I offer the first topic?
Don't fucking get ahead of us. You trying to start some shit?
Calm down. How about we listen first?
Atua has spoken. He says it is vital that we hear everyone's testimony. I'm a good listener because my ears are clean. Once, I cleaned them so hard, they bled.
I'll begin the conversation then. There's something I found curious. Why, I wonder, didn't the culprit take advantage of the first blood perk?
I thought that was strange too.
I bet they just wanted to do a class trial real bad.
Then Monokuma's the culprit, the doy. Cause this whole class trial was his idea. Oh yeah! Easy peasy. I'm a fucking genius!
Wait, is it even possible for Monokuma to be the culprit?
Of course not. I would never do anything to you guys directly.
Even if you can't, it's a different story for the person controlling you, right? Is it possible that the mastermind controlling Monokuma killed Rantaro?
Mastermind? What's that?
I don't know any mastermind.
Never heard of him.
Don't play dumb with me. Who's the mastermind controlling you guys?
The mastermind, huh? Odds are, it's one of us.
It's Keyboy over here. Everyone else thinks so too.
Does everyone really think that?
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Before we determine the mastermind, we must uncover the culprit.
Then we could start by determining the sequence of events. Let's take a closer look at the circumstances of Rantaro's death.
Gonta agrees with Shuichi. After all, Shuichi is ultimate detective.
Then let us start by reviewing the incident.
Alright, let's do this. We can find the mastermind if we work together. When this class trial is over, we'll know exactly who the mastermind is. And now, the class trial has begun. As things progress during each class trial, non-stop debates will occur. During non-stop debates, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions in their statements. You'll have to use the truth bullets you gathered to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded onto the truth cylinder. Use the L to aim the reticle and fire with triangle. Aim for the gold words displayed in their statements. Those are the weak spots. There's a chance that the lies or contradictions are hiding within those weak spots. But remember, you might not be able to refute them all, and you have to use the right truth bullet. Compare everyone's statements to the truth bullets you have, and shoot your truth bullet at the proper weak spot. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Oh, I almost forgot, the new element. During the trial, you can concentrate, or to make time slow down. This will also reveal a small red dot within weak spots called the V point. If you hit that with the correct truth bullet, you'll get an awesome V counter. Bullseye! V counters really improve your score and the number of monocoins you earn, so try that out. During the non-stop debate, options will bring up the controls. Give them a look. Yeah, I'm not doing V count, nothing. I don't care at all. I don't care about points. Right,
Rantaro's body was found just before the time limit, right?
He was killed in the library.
Yeah.
Rantaro was alone in the library.
Yeah.
The culprit could have snuck up on him.
Yeah, I guess.
What was he even doing in the library anyway?
He was opening that moving bookcase for one reason. Because he knew about the hidden door.
Yeah?
That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing!
That's obviously
Rantaro's
the
body
wrong...
was found
just before the time limit, right?
He was killed.
Oh,
in the
Rantaro's
library.
belongings. It means he doesn't have the key card. Okay, yeah. This is definitely it. Then.
What's he even doing in the library anyway? He was opening that moving
bookcase for one reason. About the hidden door.
Eh?
That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing!
No, sir!
No, that's wrong! Wait a minute. I don't think Rantaro was the mastermind.
Huh? Why?
Because Rantaro didn't have the card key to open the hidden door. You'd think the mastermind would have that card key on him, right?
Perhaps the culprit took the card key after killing Rantaro.
But none of the pictures show Rantaro holding the card key. So I don't really think he had the key at all.
Also, if the mastermind had died there, this killing game would have already ended.
You are correct. The possibility of him being the mastermind is quite low.
Then how Rantaro know about Hidden Door?
Maybe he stumbled across it in the library. You know, like how Shuichi did?
Or maybe the mastermind told him about it.
What? Why would the mastermind tell him that?
To lure Rantaro to the library and kill him.
Does that mean the culprit and the mastermind are one and the same?
That does seem plausible. It's very likely the mastermind knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap.
The mastermind knew about our trap this whole time?
This case may have become the perfect crime thanks to your hidden cameras. The mastermind knew about your trap and exploited it to commit their crime.
So after the mastermind lured Rantaro and murdered his ass, they used Kaede and Puichi's hidden cameras to arrange the perfect crime.
Did they really take advantage of our trap, though? Is this really the perfect crime? Are we in an unsolvable mystery?
I guess this is a dead end.
Wait, don't give up that easily. We already know the culprit is the mastermind. We gotta work together to find the mastermind. Then we can end this killing game.
You yap about teamwork and all that, but you still think one of us is the mastermind.
Yes, and I know that's a horrible thought. But that's why I want to end all the terrible things happening to us. I'll defeat the mastermind and end this dumb killing game. I'll even use this class trial to do that.
Kaede.
Wow, looks like you're determined to face even a cold, hard truth. Then here it comes, the cold, hard truth.
Huh?
I already figured out who killed Rantaro.
What?
Why are you surprised?
'Cause if he's right, that would make this the fastest class trial to date!
How fast was the previous record anyway?
Real fast, let me tell you.
He was like a leaf on the wind.
Oh yeah, I guess now he's one with the wind.
Yeah, I think about him this time of year too.
The way he soared through the enemy fleet, all badass! Just to die like a little punk.
Shut it, you weirdos! This is an important conversation! Kokichi, are you serious about knowing who the culprit is?
Yup. So, we all agree that the culprit knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap, right?
No shit! That's why they're not in any of the pictures. So who is it?
So whoever knew about the hidden cameras is the culprit.
So who the hell is it?
It's you!
What?
You made the cameras used for the trap, right? Obviously, whoever made the cameras knew about the blind spots.
Before breakfast was the only time someone would be able to sneak by.
What the hell brought this on all of a sudden? I just designed the cameras. I didn't know they'd get set up in the library.
If someone asked me to make cameras, I'd totally ask what they were for.
How come you never asked what the cameras were for, huh? Huh?
I pulled an all-nighter making them, and afterward just sort of passed out.
You're getting awfully worked up. Look at you. You're sweating.
I'm always wet. I'm just feeling extra sensitive, like these big boobs of mine.
For someone so aggressive, you're kind of a wimp, huh, Mew?
Come on! Let me off the hook already. Do you want money? Is that it?
Your pathetic excuses are consistent with those of a common male criminal.
Everyone's starting to suspect Miyu, but is that really okay? From here on out, blue-colored weak spots will appear. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue points, these blue-colored weak spots will be called agree points. Yes, yes, yeah, okay, yeah. Yep, yep, yes indeed. Alright, show me my bullets. Kibo's account, Corey
Why
Keogh's
don't you just
account.
admit it already? You're the
Corey
culprit,
Keogh's
aren't you,
account. It
Mew?
has to do with Miyu, probably.
No way! That's not possible!
So you knew nothing about the trap in the library?
I'm telling you, I had no idea. Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library, okay?
Yes, sir.
I agree with that. I don't think Mew went to the basement
2 for
either.
2.
Right, Kyo?
Of course she didn't. Miyu was in the dining hall during the murder. I saw her there while dining on what I thought would be my last supper.
The pasta on the menu tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake.
Don't feel bad for her. She got to eat her tasty grandkid on his birthday.
That's too sad to make sense.
That's Pops for you.
So there you have it. Mew's alibi.
You fucking slug! Why didn't you say so earlier? Good job, Kaede. Guess I shouldn't have judged you by your lackluster rack.
What Gilgamesh-level condescension? But which Grail War are you from?
Fate Zero!
Wow, another reference we don't get. You must be a hardcore loser.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes my hobbies just sort of slip in.
Hey! Don't be acting all cocky, Kokichi. You put my ass in the hot seat earlier. How about you just keep your fucking mouth shut, you lying little abortion?
What? That was really uncalled for. I only said that to find the culprit. You're so mean! Okay, I feel a lot better now.
Cool your jets, kid.
Tsumugi and Kirumi were both in the dining hall as well.
We can dismiss those four as potential culprits if they were together the entire time.
No, not the entire time. At one point, Tsumugi went to the restroom.
Oh, so you brought that up after all. It's true. I went to the restroom closest to the dining hall.
Oh? Did I hear that right? The restroom, you say? Excellent! I was waiting for this moment. I'm getting so excited right now!
Ew! Why? Did you take a firm dump? Or was it a soft one?
Oh, God.
Why are you assuming she was dropping a deuce in there?
But I really did just go to the restroom, not the basement, you know? Also, I don't think I was there long enough to be suspicious, right?
You're the ultimate cosplayer, though. You could have just disguised yourself as someone else while you were out.
Disguised? No, I don't do disguises.
I don't think that's possible, and I know the reason why.
Cospox. Oh, triangle. Okay.
I get it.
Weird button.
Tsumugi can only cosplay as fictional characters.
That's what cosplay is supposed to be in the first place. Lately, some people prefer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. It's so unforgivable that I break out in cospox if I even attempt it.
Yeah, the cospox was pretty gross.
I see. If that's the case, then there's no way you could have been in disguise. Sorry about that, Tsumugi. I just thought it was something to check.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not bothered by it at all.
Aw, Samugi is so nice. She's way better than Mew.
Well, fuck you too!
Getting back on topic, we now have alibis for the people in the dining hall.
So we know that Kirumi, Samugi, Mew, and Kyo can't be the culprit.
Congratulations to the 4 of you. You can all leave now.
Huh? Can they?
So what about the swines who went to the basement? They're all suspicious, right?
Which of us went to the basement?
Well, when Shuichi and I were on lookout, we saw Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, and Rentaro. So 7 people in total.
So the culprit is among those 7?
Don't be too sure.
But of course!
Why are you laughing? That includes you too!
Excluding Rantaro, one of the 6 people who headed to the basement is the mastermind of this killing game? The person who's making us endure all these terrible things?
Why not torture the truth out of them? It would be the quickest method.
Wait, please! No torture! My tolerance for pain is actually really, really low. I'll tell you everything! Anything! Just please don't hurt me!
Please just tell us what happened.
If the culprit is among that group, then wouldn't Maki be the most suspicious? Just look at her. She could definitely kill someone.
Stop being so stupid. The culprit could easily be anyone, like Kaito.
What are you talking about? There's no way I'm the culprit!
Who's the culprit? Who?
Gonta is gentleman. Gentlemen not hurt people.
It's not me either. Murder sounds like way too much work.
Dude, that is my philosophy on life.
I have an alibi.
Who's the culprit, for fuck's sake?
We need to calm down. If everyone talks all at once, then we can't discuss anything.
It's all right, Kaede. We just need to listen to everyone's statements. You can do this, right?
Listen to everyone's statements? That's right. I can pick out everyone's voices as they talk over each other.
I only went because I was invited. Why don't you ask the shady guy who invited me?
What? You mean me? But I just said it wasn't me!
Don't thrust the blame onto me! You degenerate males and your thrusting! Ugh.
Not a bad girl, really. If you don't believe me, ask my mommy. Really? I have an alibi! I'm
the
not the
culprit!
culprit, too.
Oh no, all 3 people are talking at once. Everyone is clamoring to prove their innocence. There's a panic in the courtroom. At the disco. You see, yeah, with the exclamation point, yeah. All right. Oh, that's right. It's time. You will now be thrown into a mass panic debate. During the mass panic debate, 3 debates will happen at the same time. Yeah. But remain calm. It's just like a non-stop debate. You're just hearing triple the opinions. Simple, right? Aim at the conversation you really want to hear and concentrate to listen more clearly. Sort through everyone's opinions, find the lie, and refute it. You can also use V counter. No thanks. Alright, here we go.
I have an alibi.
You guys a little bit suspicious.
I would never punch a foe from
The
behind.
guy's always watching the basement.
A true Aikido master would never do something
You're
so
talking about
dishonorable.
me? We were
Punching's
having a
permitted
strategy
as
meeting
you
together, remember? Rentaro's the only one who left in the middle of it.
person?
Robot? Like
I was the only one who
Kibo?
left in the middle
None
of
of
it.
us
That's
there
not
could have killed
true.
him.
God, Patatua.
Maki's account.
I'll prove my innocence to you guys.
Yeah.
You're talking about me? We were having a strategy meeting
Gonta
together,
left
remember?
in the
Rentaro's
AV.
the only one who left in the middle of it.
Robot? Like
Also, Rantaro, and Kaido and Tenko left in the middle of it too to go get Rantaro.
Wait a minute, Kaito. Wasn't there someone else who disappeared other than Rantaro? That idiot already forgot. Gonta also left during the strategy meeting.
Yeah, he locked himself up in the AV room and... Hey, wait a sec! Idiot!
Is that right, Gonta?
Yes. Gonta watched Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma.
Were you trying to imagine yourself as a huge mantis with swords for hands?
Oh, come on! How is looking at Bug supposed to put you in a fighting mood?
Ah, terrible idea. Like putting ketchup on a hot dog.
But why did you lock the door?
'Cause Gonta need focus. Everyone suspect Gonta? Why?
Because you don't have an alibi.
Oh, Gonta just need alibi? Okay, Gonta will get alibi. Just tell Gonta where to find it.
The way this debate is going, this will be difficult to refute.
What will you do? Without an alibi, we'll all choose you.
Gonta, please understand that in order to reveal the truth, you must also participate.
But Gonta not sure where to start.
You just have to tell everyone why you couldn't have done it.
If you're not the culprit and we all vote for you, then we're dead too. Our lives are riding on your word. You got this.
Okay, Gonta will try, for everyone's sake.
Fight, Gonta! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Cut it out, you fucking bobblehead!
This debate is getting loud and heated, but if I just focus on everyone's voice, then hopefully we can expose the mastermind. Maybe bookcase, card reader dust, bloody shot.
Gonta not culprit!
I don't think
Because
that's
to
not
leave
what we
AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To
Sliding
even
door.
reach hallway.
If you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library.
AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing the hallway, too.
The sliding door across from the rear entrance.
Well, then it's
correct?
not going to be this.
With
if you're
that
already
sliding
talking about
door, you can quickly go in and out of the library.
Then he got past the camera somehow and killed Rantaro.
it.
Well, let's go home.
Is not settled?
Okay, you gotta do it again. I think sliding door is supposed to refute sliding door in this case.
Gonta
which is weird, but
Because to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway.
keep it going.
AV room's got more than one entrance, though.
There should have been a door
Facing the hallway, too.
Yeah.
The sliding door
across from the rear entrance.
Yeah.
With that sliding door,
Oh, good.
no, that's
3
wrong.
for, or 4 for 4 now. Charge it. Keep track.
It's not possible to use the sliding door.
You saying I'm wrong? You got a lot of ass to be contradicting me.
Did you mean to say sass? I think you left out an S.
The sliding door always jams. You're only able to open it a crack. The only part of your body that would be able to go through is your arm.
and there was no indication of the door being forced. There was dust on the track.
In other words, the chance they came out the sliding door is 0.
I see. So I made a mistake. How rare.
It's not that rare for you to make a mistake. Your entire existence is a mistake.
Vicious little...
If Gonta couldn't use the sliding door, then in order to get to the library...
He'd have to go through the game room, but I didn't see him at all.
See? Gonta tell you he not culprit.
No, we cannot confirm that just yet.
Eh?
My apologies, Gonta. I do not mean to put you on the spot like this, but because I promised to do my best, I will fulfill that responsibility.
Are you saying Gonta could still be the culprit?
There is the possibility that Gonta killed Rantaro from the AV room.
From the AV room? How?
Oh! I didn't know that was a possibility.
Not only could he have killed Rantaro from the AV room, but also he would not appear in any of the pictures from the cameras placed in the library.
Whoa! Perfect! But wait, then how did Gonta kill him?
Well, it's obvious to this glamorous girl genius. But maybe explain for these dimwits.
First, I will explain the layouts of both the AV room and the library.
She's about to say that he could have thrown the shot put through the thing, but wouldn't a flying shot put ball also trigger the motion sensor and have it take another picture?
The sliding door in the AV room faces the rear door of the library. Because of this, it is possible for Gonta to have killed Rantaro while he was in the AV room.
But how though?
In order for the murder to take place, the rear door of the library must be opened.
Wait a sec.
Oh!
Isn't that impossible?
Also, no. Because the door was closed. Rantaro closed the door behind himself when he went into the library, so you couldn't have thrown it through the door.
The AV room
That's
sliding
helpful.
door doesn't open, so you can't get into the hallway.
So there was no, like, long-distance stuff happening from the AV room, at least.
If you cannot enter the hallway, how would you open the rear door to the library?
Although you cannot fit your whole body through the sliding door, an arm would suffice. It would be possible if you used a particular item in the AV room.
Oh, that pole? Oh, triangle's confirmed, right.
I get it.
Is it the projector screen? That is correct. You can make a long pole if you roll up the screen. It would be possible to reach the library door with it. If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door, then you can open it. The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Oh my, how honest.
But if you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
Why not?
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well. The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
Alright. I mean, based on, like, the drawing, it seems like the
Okay,
range extends
so it was
past
possible
the
to
door.
open the library door, but where does that get us? Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantaro while he was still in the AV room.
If Gonta killed Rantaro in the library while he was still in the AV room, then...
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait, that's actually not crazy at all! Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal!
Yes, the act of throwing a shot put ball could lead one to use it as a weapon.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space,
Yeah, but
a
what if
shot
you
put ball
miss?
certainly
Like, you have to be
would.
so confident in your ability. Even Leon, the ultimate baseball player, would have struggled to do that shit.
Rantaro's body was across from the AV room sliding door as well. As long as the rear door of the library was open, he would have been able to hit the victim.
That's quite the distance, though.
And that shot put ball was pretty heavy.
Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover. It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
Yep, a walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Yes, probably.
You're too honest, Gonta. You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter.
Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
Well, there you have it. What do you guys think?
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
If everyone is wrong, we'll never find the mastermind. I can't let that happen. I need to do my best to guide everyone to the right answer. Alright, this is where I'm going to be less sure of what to use. Moving bookcase, receiver on Shuichi.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit!
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Alright, let's just see
Rantaro's
what's going
corpse
on.
in the AV room door. Do line up with one another.
Yeah?
There are no obstacles in the way.
Is that true?
If one opened the back door of the library...
Oh! That's
one could throw
right!
a shot and
The
strike.
bookcase was open and blocking the door! Aw, dicks! Okay, start over. Start over. I don't even care what the other ones are. It doesn't matter. It's for sure.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit!
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical
AV room door.
Wait for it.
Do line up with one another.
I'm so glad I hadn't thought
There
of
are
that.
no obstacles in the way.
Uh-huh.
No, that's wrong. It would have been impossible for Gonta to have thrown that shot from the AV room. Because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta.
Obstacle?
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
I'm sorry. Moving book. Oh, yeah, show me the photo.
I get it. It's in this picture. Here, look. These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory then.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
Indeed.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
Sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, Gonta understand. 'Cause we gotta find culprit.
Well said! For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
Ugh, I hate this sentimental crap!
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time!
Daddy is too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information.
What's wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? It's nothing.
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right? Or if they're even human.
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. we can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone. It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap. Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Yes, but are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct. Huh? I didn't hear anything. Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
What?
Are you serious? There's a way
Oh,
to
they're
do
gonna start
that?
talking about the vent now.
Super serious, brother.
Your Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
A way for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. Is that really possible?
Atua says I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yeah-ha-ha-ha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
Alright, show me classroom
The
vent
culprit
for
was
library.
hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where
Probably
would they
classroom vent.
have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's
Oh,
true.
no, the card
suspects-
reader dust makes that not possible.
Those who were alone at the time of the incident.
Oh, so you're not talking about the
The
vent.
only ones who didn't get
Kokichi and Kibo and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit.
Behold! The culprit was hiding in the
Okay.
library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
Yes!
No, that's wrong!
100% accuracy so far. I'm gonna flawless this trial, you watch.
Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
The dust is still there. It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog has lifted. You still got a ways to go.
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
It seems you've been contradicted. When this sort of thing happens, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. What's a rebuttal showdown? Well, for now, I'll explain the controls. In this mode, you counter the other person's claim and argue against it. Fucking hate this. I hate this. This is the worst one of all of them. Move your truth blade with L and align it with your opponent's claims. Form a regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing by pressing X. Cut with the truth blade by pressing triangle. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak spot appears, slash it with a truth blade. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you'll not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's neat is if you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. That's great. That's amazing, yeah. The debate will progress. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Let's do this.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed, they could have been hiding there, you know? They took out Rantaro, then took off.
Oh, they made this actually a
but
lot
if the
better
culprit
than
killed
in
him
the
and ran
second
away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words!
Hell yeah! Even this, you can't
culprit
stop
met
me
him
even with the
inside the
truth. Wait,
library?
what? Front entrance
That doesn't
photo
seem possible, but-
denies the fact that they could have rejoined everyone.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door, this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in. This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream. And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement. You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures. It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it? I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway. Right, Shuichi?
Yes.
Is Shuichi okay? He's been really quiet. Is he worried about something?
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
Almost like they were invisible. Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible. Your upper half, to be specific.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there.
But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
That's right. We have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. And that would be the... where is it at? Library vent, the stacked books.
I get it!
Yeah!
When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent. If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed. While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library? Maybe... divine intervention?
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
Huh? Intervals?
What is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals. So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos. I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
Mew, what's this interval you're talking about?
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me. After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds. Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
What?
Shuichi?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
How could you forget to tell me?
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter. I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse. Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot. There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
Yeah.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaidiot and Puichi place go off when they pick up movement. From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
That means the culprit was Mew all along, since she knew about the intervals.
Don't be an asshole! I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals? Now, who was it again?
Shuichi.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
Shuichi.
Hey, what gives, Shuichi?
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
Nah, it's still Ryoma.
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
There's not evidence to suggest it was Ryoma yet, but there's no evidence to refute it either.
Hey, Shuichi, what's gotten into you?
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the fifth now.
Oh man, this is getting good! Entertain me, peasants!
No way. Shuichi can't be the culprit. That's definitely wrong. There's no way. I refuse to believe Shuichi is the culprit. That's definitely not possible. Oh, good time for an intermission. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe and whatnot. I still think it's Ryoma at this point, but that assumption has not changed. And I don't really see anyone else it could have been. Because again, the only people without alibis at this point are Ryoma, Kibo, and Kokichi. And I don't think Kibo or Kokichi did it. Pretty much just leaves Ryoma. Just because I can really see this playing out in like a sad, like melancholy, like I did it because I had to or whatever. And now I'm going to face the consequences for all your guys' sakes. And I'm fine with that because it's a way that I can atone after what I've done in his mind. You know, because he can sacrifice himself to save everyone else, at least for a little while. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe and whatnot, and I will see you guys